All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachahakwadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right, this is the brother Yeshaya, and this video is going to be about these spicy bowls. Now, I don't know if you brothers and sisters out there ever heard of these spicy bowls, but it's a viral food sensation that's going around, and it's basically killing people. And I ain't gonna say killing. It's on the it's I can't confirm or deny if anyone has passed because of these bowls, but I know for sure that these bowls are definitely fucking people up. All right, and I'm gonna show you in the video, okay? Because you know the especially Judite women, all right, they know how to make a trend, all right? And, you know, I'm not going to play all of this video, but for the most part, when you see these, you know, these videos, like these compilations of the spicy bowl trend, is pretty much women, mostly women, you know, promoting it, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to play this video, get some scriptures, and then that'll be it.
We said we didn't like
This week's internet meltdown centers around a so-called spicy bowl, basically a seafood boil remix that blew up online. One woman bought it, tasted it, and did exactly what she was told to do: leave an.
See, you saw that it's basically a seafood boil. Now, seafood boils are already bad as it is, but then you adding sodium on top of that, and God knows what you're putting in it. Man, that's a recipe for disaster. No pun intended.
Honest review. She didn't like it, said so publicly, used her free will. End of story. Or so you'd think. Instead, the seller allegedly lost his mind. Screenshots started flying. A cease and desist letter appeared over a food review. Let's be clear. You cannot sell someone food, send them home, and then tell them they're legally forbidden from talking about it. This isn't an NDA. This isn't a movie set. This is somebody's kitchen and a plastic bowl of seafood. The situation has sparked debate across social platforms, with many.
Look at that, man. All right, and hey, whatever is popping or whatever is popular in the Judite community, man, stay away from it, because I guarantee you that it's going to lead you down a path of health problems, doctor's bills, and, you know, just hurt. All right, just leave it alone. All right, and also fair use, just in case that guy or this guy, whoever he is, sees this video. It's a high chance that he won't, but hey, it's fair use.
Questioning whether sellers can legally restrict customers from sharing opinions about food they have purchased. Legal experts online have pointed out that consumer reviews are generally protected speech, particularly when they reflect personal experience and do not make false.
Renegade spicy bowls are destroying the black community. If you don't believe me, look for yourself.
I'm in the hospital because I ate a spicy bowl.
Dear God. Nurse!
That's a demon, man. Look at her. And laughing because she in the hospital for putting something in her body that she shouldn't. Hey, man, the Lord about to start jacking these people up, man. Pestilence.
Nurse! What you have all just witnessed with your own eyes was a civilian whose mind and soul has been fractured, fully corrupted by the toxins released from the unregulated crab, shrimp, and chicken meat, all in that soup. Did you all hear that Arkham Asylum Prime Joker laugh? She's in full spicy psychosis! From what I've been able to glean from my research, these spicy bowl operations have no true leader. These spicy bowls are being loosely peddled from homes, cars, trunks, truck beds, all of that. They are also skirting all food and safety regulations. There have been reports of spicy bowls full of crab meat being left to sit on civilian counters for hours. There are also reports of roaches being found in some bowls.
I just seen a video of a girl in the.
See? You see that? Got roaches in the bowls. Is unregulated. You know, shrimp, crab, just abomination, man. Like, who in their right mind would want to eat some shit like this? That's how you know that these people in the world they are under a demonic spell. They're under a demonic trance, man, because the things of this world, that's why, man, I thank the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for taking me out the world, taking us out the world, man. All right, because we were, shit. Who knows? I don't really fuck with too much spicy shit, but hey, my woman probably would have tried something like that if I let her. But yeah, man.
Hospital.
We seen
Then
it
I
too,
seen the
Auntie.
boy the other day. Talking about it was roaches in the spicy bowl. At
the
this point,
Friskies.
it's not giving spicy bowl.
What is it giving?
It's giving killer bowl.
Please approach these spicy bowls with extreme
Thank you so much.
Heat them up, take the lids off, shake them up, and record your real honest review.
Breaking news, a viral spicy bowl just turned into a full-blown internet meltdown over a bad food review. So here's what happened. This guy went viral for selling these so-called spicy bowls. Let's be real. They're basically seafood boil bowls. People were hyping them up like crazy, thanking him like he was some celebrity chef. One girl ordered one, posted her review, and straight up said she didn't like it. She said the color looked off, the taste wasn't hitting, and it just wasn't for her. And that should have been the end of it. But no, the seller got mad. Like, really mad. Instead of taking the feedback and moving on, he sent her a cease and desist letter over a spicy bowl. Let that sink in. You cannot sell someone food, let them take it home, and then try to tell them they're not allowed to talk about it. This is not an NDA. This is soup. Sodium soup at that. What really has me stuck is how comfortable people are getting food from random people's houses. I was raised not to eat from everybody. Not everybody's kitchen, not everybody's pots. Now, people are buying spicy bowls off Facebook, Marketplace, whatnot, anywhere they can find one.
Yeah, you just trusting anybody, to prepare your food. And there's a lot of people right now that, and I did a lesson on this, I think a couple of days ago, basically, performing witchcraft probably last week. But there's a lot of people, especially women, that perform witchcraft, man. So you don't know what the hell, what deity your food is being prayed over. What deity, is being used to pray over your food or anything like that, man. So it's best to just don't do this shit, man. Don't eat this shit, man.
Like it's normal. If you're selling food to the public, people are allowed to review it, good or bad. You don't get to threaten someone legally because they use their free will and
I think I saw lobster, man. What the fuck, man?
their taste buds.
I came across 3 videos in a row of people doing spicy bowls. And they're not like the regular spicy bowls, but like intricate spicy bowls. And some point it's getting out of hand. And I'm about to show y'all.
It's just a bowl of abomination. And that's about it, man. Let me get these scriptures because, man, this is sickening, man. And that's why we don't feel sorry when our people, be in the hospital and they got pancreatitis and cirrhosis of liver and diabetes and all these high blood pressure, high blood pressure cases, man. All right. Sirach 30 and 25. Actually, I'm going to start at Sirach 30 and 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong. Salakia. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. You hear that? Okay, and these bowls, they breed until continual sickness. And I'm going to skip down to the bottom. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. And does this look like a care of your meat and diet? Okay. High sodium, like he said, is nothing but sodium in these bowls. And then you put an abomination in there, which they have sodium in it as well. Goddamn mercury, all this shit, man. All right. And you seeing this sending people to the hospital, man. I don't know if it was that chick's first time having one or I don't know, but it sent her to the hospital, man. So what the hell? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Back to the scriptures. Let's get Sirach 37 and 30. And it reads, I'm going to start at 28. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything. Be not unsatiable, okay? So, you got to have a cap on your appetite. All right, don't just go gorging yourself. That's called gluttony in the Bible, okay? And any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. All right, now a lot of our people, especially in Babylon the Great, okay, you Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all have a problem with this, all right? And, hey, y'all just walking time bombs, especially y'all that took that juicy juice. It's not looking good for y'all, man. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. And I think that goes into cholesterol. All right. But surfeiting has been, by surfeiting many have perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. And these people are not taking heed of what they're putting in their bodies, man. Especially in this day when everything is fake, everything is, manufactured and processed, man. Hey, but hey, the men of the Lord, okay, you few sisters, we're doing our best to try to stay healthy on this side, man. Isaiah 66 and 17, they that sanctified themselves. It's like Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctified themselves and purified themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. So let's get that in the NLT, because all right, that's good. Isaiah 66 and 17. Those who consecrate and purify themselves in a sacred garden when its idol in the center, feasting on pork and rats and other detestable meats, will come to a terrible end, saith the Lord. So there you go. Okay. There you go. And it actually goes, a little bit deeper, but I'm going to leave it at that. All right, basically, you can't just be saying you're holy and you follow the Lord. And this goes for you Christians, and follow the Lord and listen to, and follow the ways of the Lord, but doing the things that he doesn't delight in. All right. And that's, basically, he gave us a dietary, he gave us dietary laws to live by. And what did they say? Okay. Proverbs 7 and 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. So keep the commandments and live. Okay, there you go. And we actually had, 4 fathers and 4 mothers. Okay, like I'm gonna bring it up later, but we actually have 4 fathers that stood in the face of death. Okay, because they didn't want to look like he was eating pork. All right, this is the book of 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, and they were going to Eleazar, okay, one of the chief principal scribes, all right, one of the elders. All right, this is 2 Maccabees 6 and 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, chosen rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment, as it behooved to him that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love or life to be tasted. Okay. And this is the point. All right, they tried to shove it in his mouth, but he spit it forth. Okay, and this is the point. They said, well, basically, I'm going to read it. But they that had charge of the wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provisions, lawful meats, such as was lawful for him to use, and make it as if he did eat of the flesh, taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. But he began to consider discreetly, and became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereon was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, by the Most High, Therefore, he answered accordingly and willed them straightways to send him to the grave. So he said, hey, man, just stop talking. Just go ahead and put me down, man, because I'm not doing it. And this is the accord of the mother, okay? And it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said, thus, why wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than transgress the laws of our fathers. So we're stepping back into that stead. We're saying, hey, we rather take death and, than to eat anything abominable, because it's going to come a time where, hey, they're going to be, they're going to use food as a weapon, okay? And it's not going to be top tier, okay? They're going to give you damn possum thighs and all type of bullshit, all right, man? We're not going to do it, man. I'm personally speaking, I'd rather go than, eat some swine, man, all right? Easier said than done, but I really believe that in my spirit. And, and even the mom, okay? They said, the scripture said what she had a manly stomach. Let me read that one. There it is. Yea, verse 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish stomachs, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. So, amen. That's a beautiful thing, all right? And, we are to equip ourselves with the same mindset, especially coming to the bitter end. So I'm going to end it with that. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone who were well. Peace, blessings, safety to the Lord's elect. Shalom.